So, if you are looking to visit Canada as a tourist, Canada is one of the top destinations in the world, and from its east to west end, throughout all of its provinces, including the three territories above, there's so many beautiful places to see. And I'll explain you the actual process as to what you have to do at your end to apply for Canada's visit visa, the destinations you can visit, the actual processing time. So let's talk about the actual fundamental factors which are vital when you apply for your Canada's visitor visa. What are the things you have to do at your end to make sure you increase the chances of getting your Canada's visitor visa? So first thing first, it comes your ability to establish to the immigration officer that you have strong ties to the country of your origin. So, for example, if you are from Pakistan, you need to show that you have strong financial ties, you have strong residential ties, and you have strong family ties to the country of your origin. In order to validate this claim, of course, you'll have to submit documentary evidence, and that could be any assets that are in your name. Okay, for example, you could own a house, you have a piece of land in your name, any vehicles, anything else that will show you to be an ideal candidate for Canada's visitor visa. At the same time, if you run a business or, for example, you work for a certain employer, get the employment letter, get the business documents, and then, of course, at the same time, you need to submit your marriage certificate. If your kids are going to school, make sure you get the school certificates. Um, all of this documentary evidence will put a lot of weight in your application. And now you also need to show a strong bank statement. So once again, if you could be sitting in any part of the world, and I'll tell you your bank statement, let's suppose in Canadian dollars, and then you can convert it into your own country's currency. So at least somewhere around 30,000 Canadian dollars. That should be your bank statement in order to have a strong impression that you're able to support yourself on once you arrive in Canada on a visitor's visa. So, in a nutshell, basically, you're trying to explain to the immigration officer that, look, I'm a genuine visitor, and once I come to Canada, I'll have enough funds to support myself. And at the end of my visa tenure, I will leave Canada without causing any problems. So now let's talk about the processing time. So if you are my client in Pakistan, let's suppose, processing time it's normally 2 months. So within 60 days, you can hope that your visitor visa application will be processed by the Canadian government. Because I do remember there was a tweet sent out by former immigration minister Mr. Sean Fraser on the 6th of May this year, where they stress the importance of expediting applications, visitor visa applications from Pakistan. And again, the processing time was mentioned for 2 months. And if you are sitting in any other part of the world, simply go to canada.ca and check out the processing time as it varies from country to country. So now we can talk about the costs you have to pay to the Canadian government for your Canada's visitor visa, and it's going to cost you $100 that you will pay to the Canadian government as visa application processing fee. And if you are a family, for example, you have your spouse and kids to tag along, it's going to cost you around $500. And if you happen to be in Canada and you're looking to extend your Canada's visitor visa, it's going to cost you $100 for the extension of your visitor visa. So now we can talk about the actual destinations you can visit in Canada as a tourist. Let me tell you, there are a ton of destinations, and you will not have enough time to explore all of your destinations, all of those destinations, in fact, within your short stay in Canada. So, my recommendation will be to narrow down to a certain province, unless your budget is way too high and you do not have any financial constraints. Then you are more than welcome to maybe take a train that runs from east of Canada. It starts somewhere in Toronto. You go to the Union Station, board the train, and it goes all the way to the west to British Columbia and Vancouver, the capital of British Columbia. So the train will take you through beautiful scenic journey. You'll see waterfalls, jungles, beautiful landscapes. You've got theme parks in Canada. You've got places where you can actually isolate yourself and connect to raw nature. Trust me, I've been there myself. Take a cruise from Toronto once again, get on a cruise, and it's a 2 hours journey that can take you from Toronto to Niagara Falls. Now, can you imagine being in Niagara Falls in a cruise? And you can also take a helicopter ride. It can stand for, it can last for about 4 minutes, and you can have a full view of the downtown from your helicopter ride. And once again, there are so many theme parks. If you're someone who likes to camp, who is an outgoing person, so many beautiful places to camp in Canada. You can go for fishing, you can go for hiking. There are many trails you can explore. And once again, trust me, I've been to these places. So if you are looking to visit Canada as a tourist, you can get on board with us. Simply book an appointment and we'll have a detailed session, one-on-one over Zoom, or it could be in person at our office. That's it for now. We'll catch you guys later. Thank you.